Imagine being left on a rooftop, tied to a chain and forgotten. No shelter, no comfort, just endless days of loneliness. But when he was finally rescued, we realised his suffering was far worse than we ever imagined. Neighbours saw him. He was alone and abandoned. And amazingly, they, after some time, convinced the owners to let him go. And that's how he came to us. But it wasn't just a simple rescue mission. We found a dog who had endured more than just neglect. Some things he was terrified of, trembling. And we very quickly noticed a heartbreaking habit. He'd been chewing his own tail out of sheer stress and boredom. His body told a painful story. He'd had no medical care and no love. But worst of all, he has heartworm. Heartworm isn't just a diagnosis. It's a death sentence if left untreated. It's painful, slow, and cruel. These worms invade the heart, making every step and every breath a struggle. The treatment is long, dangerous, and incredibly expensive. But without it, he will not survive. His suffering doesn't stop there. On the day of his transport, everything seemed fine until it was time to get him in the car. The moment he saw the crate, panic took over, turning him into a totally different dog. He thrashed, he growled, completely shut down with terror. We have no idea what happened to him in the past, but something left incredibly deep scars. Around people, he's sweet and affectionate and absolutely lovely, a real finca favourite. But when it comes to cars or crates, that fear takes over and he is unrecognisable. When he finally arrived at our sanctuary, we had to sedate him to get him to the vet. We felt this was the most easy and less traumatic way for him. That's when we learnt the full extent of his pain. Heartworm, malnutrition, and years of neglect. But despite everything, he still has so much love to give. And that's what makes him so special. After everything humans have put him through, he still loves with his whole heart. He leans in for cuddles, wags his poor tail, and soaks up every bit of kindness our volunteers give him. He trusts so deeply, even when the world has failed him time and time again. But then he sees a crate, and suddenly that love turns to fear. Whatever happened in his past, it left a wound so deep in that moment, his terror takes over. While he stays with us at the sanctuary, he has to live in a cage. Not because we want him to, but because it's the safest option for him and our other animals. His past traumas make it too risky for him to roam freely right now. But he deserves so much more. He deserves a home, a person who will love him. Our volunteers love him and he gets the care and attention every day. But he needs a person, ideally someone who can help him get through the next few months, which is going to be a difficult transition for him. He has so much love to give. And with time and patience, we know he will thrive in a home where he can finally feel safe. His story has only really just started. We know his past, but that's exactly that. It's his past, and we're here to make sure he has the most perfect future. He deserves everything. He's a big dog with a big heart, and he's got a big happy life ahead of him. So if you can donate to help treat him for his heartworm, help us to give him the life he deserves. We'll be very appreciative. Every penny goes directly to his medical care, his recovery, and his future. Even by watching these videos, you've helped us to help Toby. Please comment below, share, and help other people to fall in love with Toby as much as us and our volunteers do. And if you want to find out more about him, subscribe to our channel, or you can sponsor him directly on our website. The links are below. and you will see his progress as he overcomes the heartworm and he learns to thrive. Thank you so much for watching. Together we can help more.